and potentially a $3,400 stimulus check as well. And for others, a $2,400 stimulus check. And today, you'll hear the details behind them. This is the breaking details only on LALATE. I'm so excited that you joined me on a big day of big announcements, the day in which the third stimulus package will be talked about in a press conference from President-elect Joe Biden. I have all the breaking details across the board for you, and thank you for joining me on Mornings LA, direct from Los Angeles. It's shortly before 9 o'clock, and there's so much to be excited about. It's a great day. Check, 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 and I'm so excited for you. So please check a few things. One, check that you're subscribed to this channel. Two, check that you hit the alert button so you get alert when I next go live, and that will potentially be at 12 noon for home LA. Also, like this video. You want to make sure you're subscribed and hit the alert button because there may be a lot of major rush to camera breaking moments between today and Sunday. You're going to see in this video why. The next few days will absolutely define how much moolah month is from the moolah man here. This is not going to be your little donut stimulus check that sort of sits there and you go buy some, ice cream with a $200 check or something. This is going to be a lot of moolah. And it's going to be a lot of moolah for some people and a lot of excitement. $10,000 for some people, $2,400 for other people, $3,400 for a lot of people. And so I want to ensure that you get this money across the board. So please subscribe. Also, consider joining, become a member. At the top of this video, there's a little link that says join. Click that button so you can become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. You'll have early access to videos before anyone else, hence early access to information about how to get this moolah before anyone else. Chris Watson's one. You see the beautiful hawk next to his name. There's Sandy King. She's a Purple member as well. She has a beautiful hawk badge next to her name as well. Let's get to the big breaking developments across the board. There's 385 people in the room, but when more come in, I'll have an update at the 15-minute mark and another one at the 30-minute mark. And wow, what a day it is. First, $10,000. You will be getting a $10,000 stimulus check. It will land somewhere between the second stimulus package and or in the third stimulus package. This is $10,000 you've been waiting for a while. This channel is approaching its 9-month anniversary and is now at 89,000 views. And it is trying to get to 100,000 views by then. And by the time we reach it, I will have viewers who have been with me since day one that have waited for this $10,000. They have waited since March of 2020 for this $10,000 that is theirs. And this is incredible, great news. $10,000 will be coming to people who applied for an EIDL under the SBA in 2020 as an applicant anywhere from March to approximately July at least. And they had asked for the $10,000 grant, free money. They were not given it, or they were given a portion of it. And they've been waiting since then. My inside sources have always, first of all, we already knew from Joe Biden that under the third stimulus package to be debuted, you would get the remainder of this $10,000 grant. We already knew that. We knew it could be coming in late January, early February. But what I'm now hearing is you could see this as early as next week. As early as next week, insane. I'm hearing that between now and Sunday, you may get an email in your inbox or spam folder, check both, that says, hi, this is an email from SBA. Go to a portal and confirm some information with us. It sends you to a portal and then asks for you to confirm your identity, your banking account information, your routing numbers, and then it says, do you want to receive the grant? And you say yes. When you receive that email, one, make sure you triple check every single number, including the routing number, the bank account number. If it's closed, put the new one in there. Make sure everything is accurate. I'm going to say it for the first time in this video. If this is a check made payable to you, make sure the account is in your name, not your husband's name. If a check made payable to Katz LLC, make sure the account says Katz LLC. It doesn't say something else. Make sure it's exactly correct. If it's not correct, don't put the information in and do not press submit. Go run to the local bank and open the bank account exactly the way you're supposed to get paid, because that will cause you not to get paid. You're hearing this first on this channel. I did this video back in April of last year in a different way. It was a major hit. It was a video that put me on the spot, put me on the map as a successful channel because people were putting wrong, incorrect information, sort of throwing together different account numbers, throwing around account numbers that are for them, and things were bouncing. So don't do this. This is absolutely insane. $10,000 will be landing in your bank account as early as next week, and you've been waiting for it since March. Moolah month is starting. And some viewers I see in the room, like Gene, has been with me since April. This is, a very, very, very long time to wait for something that actually said you'll get it within 3 days, and now it's going to be 11 months later. But it's better than nothing, and I'm so excited for you. $10,000, the first stimulus check that's going to be covered on this video. All right, the next check that I'm covering on the video is $3,400. We are hearing reports from Chuck Schumer yesterday that the third stimulus package will not just have Cash Act, $1,400, but also a new standalone stimulus check of $2,000. We heard that from Marco Rubio as well. That means $2,000 plus $1,400. If you have already gotten your $600 check or it's on the way, if you're an adult dependent, it would mean $4,000, $2,000 and $2,000. This is insanely great news. Now, this is not multiple stimulus checks as we had hoped for, a stimulus check every month for 6 months, but this is the pre-press conference announcement, $3,400 for individuals, double that for married couples and adult dependents as well. Again, this is a pre-press conference statement. It's not law yet. A lot of things aren't law yet. But what's happening then today? Let me give you a guiding map if you did not watch me yesterday on what's happening. It's very, very, very important that you stay with me between now and January 21st because this stuff is going to go all over the place. First, today you're going to hear Joe Biden come out and talk. I don't know what time it is actually, by the way. He's going to come out and talk. He's going to talk about the third stimulus package. And he's going to say, hi, we need this, this, this. It potentially will not be specific. It potentially will not have a lot of numbers in it. Or it will have a number but not have an eligibility issue in it. For example, he may come out and say, I'm going to do unemployment $600 a week. Okay, when? He doesn't say it. He may not say it. He may come out and say, I want to ensure that everyone gets their EIDL grant. Okay, what does that mean? Sort of vague. So you're going to hear a lot. You're going to potentially hear vagueness. That's the first thing. So understand it may be vague. 2, it's not law yet. It's a press conference. So, if he says you have to dye your hair purple to get the stimulus check, do not go into conniption fit because it's just a press conference. 3rd, we have to wait till we see the bill. I don't know what day we're going to see the bill. We maybe see the bill today. Maybe we see the bill on Friday. I don't know what day we're going to see the bill. I would hope we see the bill next week. That's my hope because I hope the House gets it approved and it lands in the Senate ready for January 20th. That's my hope. Because January 20th is just a few days away from now. That's my hope. Sandy King did dye her hair purple, and it absolutely looks beautiful. The next thing is that this is breaking just this morning. That Joe Biden will not be using a element that a new president can use, which is to sort of shove a bill in through a budgeting loophole. Every new coming president has a what do you call it, like an e-ticket, a freebie, where one time during the administration, they could just come in and say, here's this, I don't need approval from anyone, I automatically get it. It's when you want to do things that are really contentious that you don't think the other side's going to do it. Trump did it with the taxes. Other people have done it over time with things that just won't get approval for both sides. You just sort of ram it right through. Biden, inside sources say he is not going to do that with the stimulus check, that he thinks he's going to get bipartisan support for the stimulus check. Okay, so you can take that as a good or bad. Maybe that means it's going to be very small. Maybe it's going to be very little. Maybe it's just going to, he thinks he can get bipartisan support because it's very sort of watered down. I don't know. But that is procedurally what's going to happen. So it's not law yet. It's not bill yet. It's not press conference yet. So what is going to happen? Well, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. In addition to the $10,000 stimulus check for EIDL, in addition to the $3,400 stimulus check for individuals, there'll be a $2,400 stimulus check for people on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad benefits, and veterans. He so claims in his transition papers. Today, we will start to see if his claims during the campaign, if his claims during the transition papers stay his claims. If what he has promised the American people over the last 4 or 5 months in writing, in press conferences, are going to be what he's going to deliver today. We're going to see whether or not it is true or not. Ultimately, don't drop in the comments. You said we're going to get, no, I'm reporting what Joe Biden has told us. With the exception of the $10,000 EIDL grant, which is what insiders are now reporting, being paid early. Joe Biden has said you would get the following things under third stimulus package. This is what Joe Biden said on the third stimulus package. You would get $24 of SSDI. You would get a 20% increase of your SSI, up to 20%. You get a lifetime new benchmark different than COLA. You would get hazard pay, even though he never gave you the amount. You would get $600 a week of FPUC retro back to July. You would get the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. You would get another round of PPP. You would get $10,000 forgiveness of student loan debt and more things as well. And that's what's important to understand, is that these things were promised to you, and that ultimately, will he hold up those promises? We shall see. We shall see whether or not he holds up these promises, and we may not know the answers today. We may not know the answers today. We may hear something like, I'm going to give an additional stimulus to people on SSI and SSDI, but doesn't say the number. He may not say the numbers today. Ultimately, we have to see the bill. And right now, between now and the 12-minute mark and the 15-minute mark of this video, I'm going to go over how we have to see the bill to understand whether or not you get money or not. Let me give you an example. An example is the following. Hazard, he says in a press conference, potentially, hazard pay, I'm going to pay $10,000 to anyone who worked during this pandemic, up to $10,000, anyone who worked during this pandemic that worked in a hazardous environment. Okay, that's sort of broad. Who's the essential worker? We got to look at the bill. And then we look at the bill, and Nancy Pelosi's hazard pay during the summer was 6 pages long of essential workers, and his bill is 4 sentences long. So we have to see the eligible window. Next, thank you, Shirley, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Next, we have to see the eligible the routing times. So first, we have to see who's eligible. Then we have to see the routing times. He may say $600 a week. $600 a week when? He may stand there and say, I'm going to give you $600 a week of FPUC, unemployment boost. And we're like, when? And then you go look at the bill. Thank you, Shirley, for becoming a Purple Hawk. And it says starting in March. What do you mean starting in March? Starting March 24th. So we have to see the bill. It's not bill yet. It's not law yet. So that's what I want you to understand. It's not bill yet. It's not law yet. As we approach the 15-minute mark, there's so much exciting news across the board. Thank you, Ann, for becoming a Purple Hawk. The exciting news is really those 2 major items that the insiders report, that the third stimulus package will have the Cash Act, the $1,400 fix-it provision. That was a last year thing. It's not a this year thing. It's a last year thing. We'll have the $1,400 and a $2,000 stimulus check. But will that be all you'll get? Will that be all you'll get to the end of the pandemic? Potentially, maybe, if the reports are correct. And then the other major shocking development is that I am hearing that the new SBA.gov website will go live by as early as Sunday, and that you may get an email as early before then to invite you to get the remainder of your $10,000 grant. What a day it is. And the other major development I saw in the comments to this video right before I pressed record, people were already in the chat. They said they got their $600 direct deposit second stimulus check today, debit card. So I'll have those details across the board as we approach the 15-minute mark. What a big day it is. With 1,500 people in the room, have you subscribed? There's 1,500 people in the room. Have you all subscribed? Have you liked this video? Have you considered join? Have you joined yet? Have you hit that join member link at the top of this video to become a member? Purple Hawk, Calcino VIP, or Purple Power. Have you done that yet? All right, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news across the board is so exciting. It's at the top of the chat, the link, that link to join. It's absolutely so exciting. It is details about the $10,000 stimulus check coming to you, the $3,400 stimulus check apparently coming to you, and the $600 second stimulus missing payment, which is apparently landing in a lot of viewers' mailboxes today as a white envelope direct deposit. Let's get to the breaking news. Let's start with that last one. It was less than 24 hours ago that I specifically said to you, I've been doing this channel enough that I've seen enough occurrences where suddenly money hits for a lot of people on the same day. I said I've seen it a lot where suddenly no one's getting anything, no one's getting anything, no one's getting anything, and then bam, money, 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 money. As Trey just said, money, money. Suddenly you see money popping everywhere. Before I press record to go into the studio on this recording, I saw the people in the chat to this video saying, I just got my $600 today. I just got today as well. I got it today as well. And they all reported it's the white envelope with the debit card inside of it. So this is what I've been telling you. If you were waiting for direct deposit, certainly watch that account, but also watch the mail, because the mail may have a beige envelope with a check, paper check, or may have a white envelope in there with a debit card. The debit card is a debit card from Meta Bank, not Ron Artest, Meta Bank, and it says Visa in the corner, and it has $600. You can take it to your local bank, and they'll take all the money off of it. Woohoo! But that's the first item of good news that could be landing in your mailbox today. You could be receiving in your email mailbox today, additionally, something else, an email from SBA. Insiders report that an email from SBA may be sent out by as early as the end of this weekend that says, hi, please go to an online portal and confirm your identity, your banking account, your Social Security or EIN to receive the remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant. There are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of viewers who have waited for this day. In March of last year, hundreds of millions of viewers across the country applied for something called the EIDL grant under the first stimulus package at sba.gov. And they clicked that button and it said they were supposed to get it within 3 days, and they never got it. They either never got the $10,000 grant or they got some of it. The reports I've been reporting, what I've been reporting for weeks, is that under third stimulus, Biden stimulus, which you're going to hear in a press conference today, you're going to get the $10,000 grant, the remainder $10,000 grant. But the online reports now suggest, the online rumors now suggest that you'll get it as early as next week. And it'll be predated, it will be preempted with first an email saying, please confirm everything. When you see that email, make sure you check everything, make sure the bank account information is right, the routing numbers are right, the email, every number is correct, make sure the routing number for the account matches everything, make sure the account name matches the recipient of the check, make sure everything is consistent. I don't want anything inconsistent. If it's inconsistent, the check will not get delivered. And then my sources say you could get the check next week. Now, ironically, what's next week? Today's the 14th, 17th. The next week is Joe Biden third stimulus. So it's not much of a stretch to say you get the $10,000 next week, because I've been saying you get the $10,000 as soon as Joe Biden comes in on the third stimulus package. So next week is about where I've been saying it all along for over a month. $10,000 second stimulus check, either coming next week or around in third stimulus package. Oh my goodness. Now, if this sounds exciting to you and you think you qualify for EIDL, hold your horses, because you will be able to get it as well under third stimulus package. Then there's more. There's more. The stimulus check. Chuck Schumer is suggesting the stimulus check under the third stimulus package will be $3,400. It will be $1,400 from last year, which was a fix-it bill, which is not really stimulus for this year. It's last year's stuff. It's old used stuff. It was to fix last year's $600 second stimulus check bill. And then $2,000 for this new year. $2,000. Now, not particularly as nice as we had hoped. We were hoping a stimulus check every month for 6 months until the pandemic went away, or multiple stimulus checks. But $3,400 is a lot better than Zippo. And that's what Chuck Schumer is talking about. Then $2,400 of SSI and SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits, you get that as well. So what a day it is. Today, what you're going to see is Joe Biden holding a press conference about what's happening. What you need to understand is it's a press conference. It's a press conference. It's a press conference that'll be 30 minutes about a bill that's probably 7,000 pages long. I can't cover 7,000 pages in 30 minutes. You think Joe Biden can? He can't cover 30. He can't cover 5,000 pages in 30 minutes. So don't expect that press conference to answer your questions. It won't. What and I'm saying this about 1,000 times because I got to prepare you, is that people will watch that press conference and say, I didn't hear, well, because it's a 30-minute press conference about a 6,000 page bill. How do you expect him to cover 6,000 pages in a I will go live? As soon as we hear the details of the press conference, which may be much of nothing, I don't know, I will go live. There's chatter that Joe generally talks in the afternoon, East Coast time. So it may be around home LALATE at midday. It may be a little bit after that. So I will go live as soon as we hear it. We may not get any detail from the press conference, but I will go live. But what I will do is I will be on full heightened alert to look for that bill. I will be hunting for that bill. If you do not remember how I've hunted for bills before for you, when the Cash Act came out, I hunted for that bill like you could not imagine. When the second stimulus package bill, the Mar-a-Lago bill came out, I still had that on my computer. It came out, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that it?" It was like it was mentioned nowhere. You couldn't find it anywhere. So I will look for this thing like a hawk, hawk. And as soon as I have it for you, I will have it for you as well. So much deliciousness across the board. What I missed? You missed a lot. You missed $10,000, and then you missed $3,400, and then you missed $2,400. So you missed a lot. Tell the person what he missed. Show us the money. Stimulus check. Boy. So, in the last couple of days, I think it was the last 3 days, I asked viewers on this channel, what do you think is going to happen? I asked for your predictions. What do you think will happen under third stimulus package? What will he deliver and what will he not deliver? What will he throw away and what will he keep? And let me recap what the viewers of this channel said. The viewers of this channel said there will not be multiple stimulus checks. Universally said that. Viewers universally said there will be $10,000 student loan forgiveness. They universally said there will be the $2,400 for SSI and SSDI. They said universally said there will be hazard pay, but also universally said it would not be $10,000. That'll be watered down. I said I agree, but I also say it's going to be very narrow, the group. Nancy Pelosi's hazard pay bill is basically says give hazard pay to every person on the planet of the earth. It's just hazard pay for everyone. You can't do that. Then I asked viewers, what do you think about FPUC? They said he'll do $600 going forward. He will not do anything retro. Viewers unanimously thought that he would not do anything FPUC retro. So I'm giving you pre-warning about what viewers actually think. They also thought he would do the EIDL, he would do the PPP, and there you go. I also said I don't think he's going to do the CDC grant or the Lifeline grant. And if you watched Early Mornings LA, which I hope you did, if you did not, it's now on the channel. I said that, you know what? I fully believe that you're going to see him announce something that you're going to say, what? What is that? He's going to announce something new. If I was Joe Biden, and I think Joe Biden's going to do this, is that he's going to announce something totally new with a new name, with a new acronym that you'll be like, oh, what is that thing? That's really interesting. I never heard of that thing. What is that? And how is he going to do this? Let me explain to you where we are. Under the second stimulus package, there was a lot of stuff that was totally brand new, that was created by the Trump administration. PUA, brand new, created under CARES Act 1. FPUC, brand new. PEUC, brand new. PPP, brand new. No one had heard of these things. These were created in March of 2020 to combat the pandemic. So will Joe Biden and Janet Yellen, who loves to create things, create something new? I believe you will. So do not be surprised if you hear something like, I'm going live with the ERQRC. The who? What is the ERQRC? I've never heard of this ERQRC. And be prepared for us to understand what it is, to analyze it, to figure out how you get the money. And there's going to be a lot of deliciousness. Now, as we sit here at the 25-minute mark, let me answer some of your quick questions before I give you an update and we call it a good morning. No paper checks yet. I know. 50% of viewers had still not received the $600 stimulus check as of yesterday. But I'm going to check later today with viewers how many got it today. What's cooking? I haven't eaten yet. How long before I see my 11-week extension? Your PUA and UI is extended to March 14th currently. When does Biden speak? I don't know, but I presume in the afternoon. Are we getting $1,400 plus $2,000? Yes, that's what Chuck Schumer says. Can California start paying the $300? California has started paying $300. I'm confused. You rightfully should be confused. There's a lot of things happening, and you need to subscribe to this channel because under this chat, because if you're new to this channel, you will see that on this channel that there is a lot of items in a stimulus package. There's not just a stimulus check. I have helped people get their heads away from just a stimulus check to realize you can get this and this and this and this and this and a stimulus check. And some people have been sort of mesmerized to think of just a stimulus check. You can get the stimulus check and a lot of other things. So I know it's overwhelming for you to, and I will slow it down. Where are the daffodils? They're in the other room. They'll be coming back at due time. When will the bill be voted on? That's a great question. I would hope, my hope is it's voted on the 21st of January, but I hope it does not go into middle February or something like that. When should we get the money? I'm not gonna, it's not law yet. Any of the questions, when am I getting the money? It's not law yet. It's not bill yet. It's not bill yet. It's not law yet. Thank you for the super chat. And if I missed anyone's birthday, my apologies, because I know there's a lot of birthdays out there. Can I get PPP and EIDL? Yeah, the EIDL is reduced from the PPP. Do you believe Biden's a man of his words? Yes. But understand that he has an economic team, and that economic team may tell him to do more things. So I think the economic team will tell him to do more things. I think these instruments that he has that were created on the first stimulus package can be better. I'm not, as you know, I'm not a big fan of PPP. EIDL has its pluses and has its minuses. And then FPUC and UI and PUA, those can be done better. They're good, but they could be done better than they are. Is this happening? Someone in the some of the Instagram room where we're simulcast did it right. So it's not law yet. It's not bill yet. It's not press conference yet. So let's slow it down. It's not law yet. It's not bill yet. And it's not even press conference yet. So people are already ready to go buy a donut based upon something that may be happening in a press conference about a bill that may be happening about a law that may be happening. So it's not press conference yet. It's not bill yet. How do you get escalated benefits? Great question, Country Boy. So you take your 2019 tax return, look at it. If you made over $30,000, you'll raise your benefits about $300 a week. If you made $20,000 to $30,000, you'll raise your benefits about $100 a week. And if you made $18,000 to $25,000, you'll raise about $50 a week. You send it to your Department of Unemployment with a cover letter saying, "Hi, please look at my 2019 tax return, see if I qualify for additional weeks of benefits." Just say additional weeks of benefits. Don't say escalate benefits. Don't say escalate benefits because no one understands what that word is. Just say additional weeks of benefits and they will approve it. It's as simple as that. Also, look up your state's highest maximum level of benefits. That'll answer the question as well. Um, uh, yeah, someone just said, don't jump your horses until it's law yet. Amen. So thank you for joining me on a big day. What a day it is. At the 30-minute mark, let me give you a big update across the board. The big update is you could be receiving an email by the end of Sunday that says go to sba.gov and go to a portal set up by sba.gov to confirm your identity and bank account to get your $10,000 EIDL grant, which you never got. Millions of viewers of this channel have waited for this $10,000 EIDL grant since March of last year when they applied for an application that said they would get it, and they did not get it. And that application, that confirmation email could be landing in your inbox or spam folder. Check that between now and Sunday. Why? Two major developments. And this is something I'm leaving you, these 2,000 viewers, as an exclusive just late in this video at the 30-minute mark. First time you're hearing it now, unless you tuned into an earlier video today. Why is this email coming out from SBA? Because today is the last day for Javita Carranza at SBA. You're hearing exclusively from me on this channel. No one else has this news. Second, they're getting the new portal ready, the new website ready at SBA for the new EIDL grant. That may go live as early as Sunday as well. Then, Chuck Schumer believes that you should have $3,400 as a stimulus check, $1,400 a cash act, plus $2,000 as a stimulus check going forward. Now, understand the $1,400 was to fix last year. It's not really a stimulus check. It's to fix last year. Then for this year, for 6 months, $2,000. It's really watered down. People think it's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. Joe Biden had said he was going to give you multiple stimulus checks in the year 2021. This report is suggesting just one stimulus check, $2,000, but they're going to continue to fix what they were supposed to fix last year, $1,400, $3,400 total. And then that would be in addition to the $2,400 if you're on SSI and SSDI. We're going to start to see some details, not law yet, not bill yet, but at least press conference, when a press conference is held later today by Joe Biden. I'll have all the details, and if you subscribe and hit that alert, that bell on this channel, you'll be able to go right with me as I jump live as an emergency recording, well, not an emergency recording, a rushed recording as soon as Joe Biden has the press conference. Thank you for joining me. If you've not joined, consider joining because this is the best darn channel there is. Hit that alert, hit that join link at the top of this video as we try to hunt down 100 million views. We're at 89 million today. Let's get it. 100 million by the end of this month. Stay informed, stay focused, and save that life for more. Hey, Google, turn on smooth jazz.